Hey guys and gals, this is James with Pittman's Pit Barbecue, and I just wanted to thank everybody for viewing my video last week. And I set a goal for myself: if I had 100 views, I would do another video. So I have over 100 views this week, so I'm doing another video. And this week I'm going to be doing a pork butt. Make some pulled pork. Got some family coming over, and I'm going to show you how I do it. A couple good things interesting about a pork butt is that it's a very forgiving piece of meat. So you guys that have a new smoker or wanting to feel out how your smoker works, I would recommend doing a pork butt because it's very forgiving. And this particular pork butt is about 8 pounds, and it could take between 10 and 14 hours. So that's a nice, good long smoke to see how everything's running on your smoker. All right, so let's get into it. As the binder, I just use just a little bit of mustard on it. Get all the sides. This will help the rub and the seasoning stick to the meat. It really doesn't do much for flavor. So like I did with my ribs last week, first thing I lay down is Montreal steak seasoning. Just a light coat. Make sure you get all the sides. Okay, got the Montreal steak seasoning seasoned up all around it, and now we're gonna go with the sweet and smoky. Just give it a generous coat around all sides. There's no way around it. It's just you want to pat it in, don't rub it in, just pat it. There's no way around it though either guys. It's just got it. You're gonna get a little bit messy doing a pork butt, getting all the seasonings rubbed in. Even do the fat cap side. spot here. That looks pretty good. Pretty well seasoned up. Okay, now it's all rubbed down. In the past, I've done a few pork butts before. Something new we're trying this week on this particular pork butt is I'm going to try and inject it to try and get a little bit more moisture and flavor into the meat. And what I did was I bought a Grill Mates smoky applewood marinade mix and mixed it up in the bowl like the instructions said, and then drained it into this jar through a strainer to get the chunkies out, so the rub wouldn't clog up the injector. So now all I have is the juice part of the marinade. That's where all the flavor is. And we're gonna turn this pan around. I've already got it lined up. I'm going to inject into the hole and watch that thing blow up. I see a lot of people in videos inject from the top down, but I've watched a couple people say that most of it leaks out. That's why I'm injecting from the side. In these big mussels, they can hold the flavor, hold the juice. Try and use the same hole and just move it all around. You can see it getting bigger, and it's not leaking out. Spin this guy around. Alright, well, I'm going to finish injecting this up, but that looks pretty good. And I'm going to let it rest in the fridge for a few hours. And then when I pick back up in the morning, I'll have it on the smoker. See you in the morning. Good morning, guys. I've got my pork butt put on the smoker. Let's take a quick look. Looking good. I've got the smoker set to maintain temperature about 200 degrees. Once this pork butt gets an internal temp of about 155 to 160, I'm probably going to wrap it to help speed up the cook time a little bit today. But I won't wrap it unless I'm happy with the way the color's looking on it. I'll just keep you along for the ride. All right, until later. Okay, we're back. We're 5.5 hours into our smoke today on the pork butt. The temperature's holding steady at 225. Take a quick look at it. It's looking really, really good. And another fact, the way I do it is I cook the fat cap down, and the reason I cook the fat cap down is because the heat rises from the bottom up in this pit, and I want to protect the meat. So I know a lot of people have that question, fat cap up or down. On this particular pit, I cook it fat cap down. We'll take a look at the internal temperature of the meat. Internal temp right now is 142. 5.5 hours in. Another fact, you learn something every time you cook. I had this smoker sitting on the front pad of the garage, and the sun was hitting directly on it, and it was causing the temperatures to fluctuate. So I backed the grill back into the garage, and it's evened out very nicely. So I'll pick back up when I'm ready to wrap it. Okay, the temperature was, internal temperature was 155, so I pulled it off and I'm going to wrap it. And the easiest way I found to wrap it is to get an aluminum foil pan and then just simply cover it tightly around the edges with the aluminum foil. And I did put a toothpick in right here because you want to try and get to the same hole that you had your thermometer in before. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it. Nothing fancy to this, it's just really simple. And then I'm going to throw it back on the Pit Boss and finish the cook. Okay guys, it's been 11 hours. I pulled it off the smoker right at the 11-hour mark, and the temperature was 203, and I let it rest for an hour. And now we're going to do the unveil, see what it looks like. Well, it looks pretty good. Nice and juicy. Still pretty hot. This is the internal thermometer right here. Look at that. That's when you know you did it just right. Okay, let's it is a little warm, but I'm gonna take a little off here. It's super juicy. Super hot too. Just a little of that bark. Nice smoke ring on it. Alright, I'm gonna take a little sample. Very good. Very good. I can't wait to shred this up and eat it tonight with some barbecue sauce and a little coleslaw. That's all I really have today, guys. I'd like to thank my wife for shooting this video, as she keeps reminding me every time we shoot something. And I also want to say, you know, just please keep watching and viewing my video and liking and subscribing. And if you have any questions, leave them in my comment box. You know, until next time. See you later, guys.